What's up guys, Dom the Hypnotist here, and today in this video I'm going to share with you how to instantly and automatically raise your vibration, your frequency, so you can manifest the life that you want. Alright guys, so before we get started, as I talked about before, I am offering a free one-on-one session for those who qualify. So if you want to see if you qualify, go ahead and fill out the link down below and schedule a time accordingly. All right, so what I'm going to share with you guys today is a very, very powerful technique. As a matter of fact, I usually only show this to my paid one-on-one clients. And I've kind of gone back and forth, like, should I show it, should I not? Because this is stuff that I believe people should pay for. But with everything going on right now, you know, the state of everybody's mental well-being, I figured, you know what, I need to share this with people because it's truly very powerful. So make sure you watch this all the way through and do the step-by-step technique that I'm going to show you, okay? Guys, one of the most common questions I get is, how does this stuff actually work? How do you go through the process? How is it going to help me? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to link a video down in the description. It's one of my UFC clients. He went on the Joe Rogan podcast and explained in detail the work that we did, how it actually worked, and how it helped him in his performance. So check that link out. It'll answer a lot of your questions, and you'll be able to hear it from somebody else other than me. And again, it's on the Joe Rogan podcast. I'll leave a link down below. It's not the whole interview. It's a short clip. So go ahead and check it out, guys. And we're going to jump right back into the video. What I'm about to tell you, a lot of people are going to be skeptical on, and they're not going to believe what I'm saying because they haven't done the research. But this is all backed up by science. Okay, guys? So, and I'm going to prove to you in this video exactly what I'm about to tell you. It's going to sound esoteric and very like woo-woo or whatever the hell you want to call it. But I promise you, if you watch it all the way through, I'll prove to you exactly what I'm about to tell you. So, your brain is a transmitter and a receiver of frequencies, okay? What does that mean? That means that your brain sends out signals into the ether, and it also receives signals back as well. So it's just like your Wi-Fi system. Your phone that has Wi-Fi, you send out a signal, it goes out into the ether, just like a radio wave, and somebody else receives it in their phone, and you also receive messages as well. So the purpose of me telling you that, we've all heard about the law of attraction and manifesting the things that you think about. Well, literally, your brain is sending out signals to be able to align with the frequency of other human beings, situations, circumstances that will bring your life and allow you to manifest those things. So now, hang in there with me, guys. I promise you, if you stay all the way through, it's going to be worth it, okay? So our body is able to generate electricity. Our body is made up of atoms. Everything is made up of atoms. Atoms vibrate, and they generate energy or electricity, right? And that's why, you know, you could touch somebody and you could shock them. Your body can produce heat, etc. So our bodies literally put out an electromagnetic frequency up to 60 feet around our body. Now, depending on a couple different factors, you know, your sleep, your nutrition, and your mindset, that will dictate how far out your electromagnetic frequency goes. So I'm going to tie this in to how this is going to help you manifest, okay? So the stronger your transmitter is, the faster you are able to manifest things into your life. It's just like on your phone, right? If you have bad signal, it takes forever for things to come in, right? It's like loading. So if you have a very low frequency or very low vibration, it will also take longer, if ever, to manifest things. So what I'm about to show you, this is literally like upgrading your internet to like the fastest internet possible so that the things that you think about will just quickly manifest in your life, okay? So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna test your electromagnetic frequency. I know you're probably thinking, what the hell are you talking about, Don? So what I want you to do, go ahead and pause this video and put it hands-free because you're going to need both your hands. Okay, I'm assuming you pause the video. Now what I want you to do is you're going to take both your hands like this, okay? And you're going to make sure they're nice and loose. I don't want your hands to be this way or this way, just nice and loose and like this here, okay? Then you're going to take your left hand with an open palm, make sure it's nice and loose, don't have any type of, any type of flexing going on or anything like that. And you're going to take your right hand and you're going to take your finger, again making sure it's straight, and you're going to put it close to your palm. And you're just going to go like this in circles. And you're going to notice wherever your finger goes, you're going to feel that sensation in your hand. And you can continue to pull that finger away slower. And you can go back and forth. Now, people will start doing this. Okay, slow down. And you can close your eyes to really get in tune with your body. And keep pulling that hand as far as you can, okay? Now, because I practice this all the time, my frequency is super high, so I'm completely stretched out right now, and I can feel this all the way from the other side. So figure out how far you can go. Now, so number one, that proves to you that our body the reason you can feel that is because there's energy meridians that run down your hands into your fingertips that literally are putting out electricity. So the higher your energy, the better sleep you have, the better nutrition, the better your thoughts are, the more powerful your electricity that's coming out of your body is going to be. That's just science, okay? You can go and verify this on your own. But what I'm telling you is a fact. We just proved it. Now, I want to show you something that's going to lower your frequency. So go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to think of a time in the past where something just completely went wrong, okay? You're just having a bad day, you're overwhelmed, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling sad, you're feeling depressed, whatever that is for you, okay? And I really want you to take yourself back to this moment as if it were happening to you right now. See what you saw, hear what you heard, feel the feelings of being anxious, of being overwhelmed, feel that sort of shrinking feeling in your body. Almost like you can feel it in your throat, like your throat's getting tight, your chest is getting tight, maybe you can feel it in your stomach. And I really want you to run through this memory as if it were happening to you right now. And continue to hold on to that memory. And really, in order for you to see how effective this is, you really got to get into this memory. Okay? Hold on to those feelings. Really feel the anxiety. Feel the walls closing in on you. Feel that sort of overwhelming, claustrophobic feeling. All right, and I'm sorry I had to do this to you, but you'll see why I do it here in a second, okay? So now go ahead and open your eyes, come back to the room, think about what you had for breakfast. Now, we're gonna go back and we're gonna test your electromagnetic frequency. So go ahead and take your left hand, make sure it's straight, no bends, okay? If you bend it, it's like bending a water hose, right? The water won't flow as strong. So I want you to keep it straight so the energy meridians in your body don't get bent. And you're going to take your other hand and you're going to go like that. And would you look at that? Probably 90% of the people out there watching this video, you won't even be able to feel it. Or if you do, it's going to be significantly shorter than what it was previously. It's pretty cool, right? So why is that? Well, again, when you have negative thoughts, your body starts producing all these chemicals and it starts to shrink your energy. That's why when you're stressed out, you feel so tired all the time. You can literally make yourself tired just by thought alone. So when you have those negative thoughts, anxiety, worry, whatever, you are literally shrinking your Wi-Fi signal. So again, it's going to be harder and harder to manifest things because your Wi-Fi signal is only putting off, a couple feet around you when you want that electromagnetic frequency to be all the way expanded. Now here's how we do it. So this is the most underrated tool that is not used by people, and that is breathing, okay? Why is breathing so important? Well, the more air and the more oxygen that your body has, the higher energy levels are. And that's because when you breathe in air, your body, your lungs take the oxygen and it attaches to the red blood cells, and the red blood cells break down the glucose in your body, and that's what generates electricity. So the less oxygen you have, then it's not able to break it down. Your body breaks it down on its own, and if you're playing sports or whatever, that creates lactic acid. So by having a lot of air and a lot of oxygen in your body, it will raise your energy levels. So here's the proper technique, okay? Because when we're breathing just regularly on an everyday basis, we're just breathing like this, right? So we're only expelling maybe 10, 15% of the carbon dioxide in our lungs. And even with deep breathing, we're still only expelling maybe 50, 60% of the carbon dioxide in our lungs. So that means we're only getting 50 to 60% of fresh air. So what we want to do to make sure we get the highest amount of air and oxygen in our lungs is we need to make sure we expel our lungs completely, almost like you're wringing out a wet towel. So this is how you do it, okay? You're going to take a deep breath into your stomach, into your chest, hold for 4 seconds, and then you're going to breathe out. Now, when you breathe out, I want you to breathe all of the carbon dioxide out of your lungs. In through the belly, in through the chest, hold. All the way out. In through the belly. In through the chest. And as you're doing this, guys, you're going to feel just any stress and any tension just completely leave your body. Like, I feel so relaxed right now. Make sure you're doing this along with me, because we're going to tie this back into the electromagnetic frequency here in a second. Okay, so normally if I'm working with a client, I'll have them do it longer. So if you want to do it longer to feel the effects even more intensely, pause the video and then come back, do it like maybe 6 more times. But for the sake of keeping the video semi-short, I want to jump into testing again, okay? So what you're going to do now is you're going to go back and we're going to test our electromagnetic frequency. So hold your left hand like this and your right hand and go back and notice what happens now. A moment ago, when you were having all those negative thoughts, you could barely feel it, or even if you could feel it at all. And now, all of a sudden, just by breathing alone, right? I didn't think about any positive thoughts. I didn't try to get hyped, nothing. My energy is all the way back. And if you do this long enough, you'll notice your energy will be even higher than when it was when we first started. So now if you really want to test this out, and I know a lot of you aren't going to believe this, but I've done it before, and I know it's possible. Lay down, set your alarm for 10 minutes and just do deep breathing. Eyes closed, eyes open, doesn't matter. It's better if your eyes closed because you can kind of meditate, but it doesn't matter. Do deep breathing for 10 minutes. Then I want you to have your friend or significant other stand about 5 feet away from you, okay? And you can actually even have them start off a little bit closer, maybe a foot away. You're gonna have them take their right hand and have it be nice and loose, just like that, and have them stand there in front of you. You're gonna take your right hand, have them take their left hand, put it up like this, and take your right hand, you're just gonna go like that, okay? And they're gonna feel it, I promise you they're gonna feel it. And then you say, okay, let's step back a little bit further. And guys, I'm not kidding, I've done this, and I've done it as far as 30 feet, okay? Probably a little bit more, but I'm just rounding down. 30 feet away, Bree was standing all the way across the living room, all the way across the kitchen, and I'm sitting there going like this, and she can feel it. So I know it sounds crazy, but it's science, guys. So do this technique Okay, I promise you, this will literally get rid of your anxiety. This will get rid of any sadness that you're feeling. This will immediately boost your energy if you play sports. Dude, I've used this, and I remember I got injured like a couple months ago. I couldn't train for 6 weeks, didn't do any cardio, but I kept doing my deep breathing 4 or 5 minutes a day. And when I went back to train, my cardio was better than when I was training full time. Because when I was training full time, I wasn't doing these breathing exercises, but then when I started to implement the breathing, I could just go for days. And that's again because I'm getting my body filled up with oxygen, so the lactic acid takes longer to set in, so I could just go for days and days. So this will make your cardio better, and if you have energy longer, it's going to make you stronger, it's going to make you faster, and it's going to help with your decision making. Right? If you're not all there cognitively and you have lack of oxygen, you're not going to make the best decisions. So guys, I know you like this. If you're this far in, I know you like this video. This is stuff, like I said, that I charge people to show, but I wanted to give this out to you guys. So please do me a favor, hit the like button, comment how this worked for you, okay? Because I know you're gonna be blown away if you've already made it this far, okay? So comment, send this to a friend. I really want this to take off, because the more people that see this, the more people that I can help, and in turn, you're also helping as well, because you're showing them something that will improve their lives. And stick to this. Do this 3, 4, 5 minutes a day, and watch how your mood changes, watch how your anxiety disappears. And you know what, guys? I'll see you in the next one.